Prime Minister, it's 6 years since the war and there's still no investigation.
We are putting together the mechanism for accountability and reconciliation. By May or so, when we are before the UN Council meets in Geneva, we'll have our proposals ready.
The critical issue, as far as the international community, and indeed I think as far as the Tamils are concerned, is the international dimension. Now, the President said last week there will be no international involvement in this investigation.
No, we have not ruled that out. I'm just telling you the different prongs. No, he has not ruled it out. We have the first prong is the people itself. Whatever else we do, that they must find also benefit. And that's a long process that we've started.
But there will be an international component.
We are standing by our commitment at on the Geneva resolution.
In the end, it comes down to trust, doesn't it? And trust is in short supply.
We are putting it together. I don't think there's anything to be worried about, John. We are all people who fought for it. But I put my neck out more than anyone else.
I recognize that.
We will get to one by May. All these doubts will go out.
There is a tremendous need to get at the truth of why, what the UN estimates, and I think correctly from our own evidence, 40,000 people died on those killing fields.
Actually, John, there were large numbers were killed, but we have a question mark as to whether it's 40,000. But we are interested in finding out the actual number.
Well, you know, when we produced our original evidence, we were told it was all faked. Now the government accepts that those images are true.
No, we are not. I know the story about you and the previous regime, but all we are saying is the numbers. We know there has been casualties. There had to be a casualty in that type of fight. But what are the numbers? And we stand ready with the international community to try and determine what the final numbers are.
Now, last week, when it came to discussing the disappeared, the people who cannot be found, you said, well, they're dead. It's taken 6 years for anybody to come forward and say, there's nobody missing, they're dead. But is that true? Are you certain that there are no detention centres where there are people?
No, there are no detention centres in the north or the south.
Are you certain that everybody who is in any form of detention is known to the government?
The 292 in detention are known to the government.
And that's all?
That's all.
No others?
No one else.
The problem is that we have specific cases in which people are recorded as having surrendered. They were seen in detention 1 year on, but they cannot now be seen. You're saying they're dead. I mean, if they've not come home and they're not
they are most probably dead.
But why? I mean, if they died in detention, why?
This is why the Special Counsel, the Missing Persons Office and the TRC are there for. We have to find out what happened. At least people want an answer.
And you're committed to that?
We are committed to that.
A lot of blame has been pointed towards the Rajapaksas, particularly the former president and the former defence minister. Does the facility exist if they are found to have abused their power for them to be prosecuted?
Anyone in Sri Lanka can be prosecuted if there has been abuse of power. That's an offence. Unfortunately, many abusers of power are not offenders in Sri Lanka. It can only be investigated by a select committee of parliament or by a commission of inquiry. But whatever leads to whatever is an offence under the laws of Sri Lanka, yes, anyone can be prosecuted.
Including them?
Including them.